Hi everyone, this is Killshot99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 9 recap. Fan reactions live. We are the 999 Army, and we want to get each and every opinion we possibly can. We are back. I know we did the countdown a little bit ago, but the excitement, the adrenaline, it's one thing watching it early. It's another thing knowing the spoilers. But then it's something about Sunday night. You're not kind of watching it by yourself with the app or Saturday morning. Now when you watch it on Sunday night, you know that like everybody else is watching at the same time. Just creates a buzz, an energy. I want to thank all of you guys for being here tonight. Special shout out to the Patreons. You see them up on the screen. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. So we're not going to do a full play-by-play recap. We will do that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So be here for the full recap. But I do want to get some of your reactions tonight. I like to do this every time, guys know when we're back in action. I like to ask for a pulse survey. So from a 1 to a 10, I know there's going to be a lot of hype, a lot of buzz. We're going to add to the points. What do you guys think? You guys think, is anybody going to say below a 9 on this episode? It was suspenseful and anxiety and claustrophobic and all this stuff, like grief, madness, everything. Tim Lamore's giving it 11. Come on, everybody. Let's see those 10s. Let's see the 10s. The panic and the Carol at the end, I mean, she's losing it, like at a whole different level. I get it. She's completely blinded by revenge, but this is wild. This is absolutely wild. So we're going to get some scores on the board. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys jumping in there. But I do have to ask, when we do reaction videos, if there was a scene or a particular moment tonight that you were like, whoa, or shocking, leave it in chat right now. I want to call on a few people. I'm going to go around the horn a little bit. I see Najee Watts in the house, Jan Stepp. We got the whole 999 Army showing up tonight. Thank you guys for being back. We want to get your live reactions. So, absolutely. I see Joe Fulford says he doesn't think they're dead, that they're gonna have a way out. Tammy Hill, my eyes. Deidre Perkins says Jerry, right? Jerry like holding the cave up. Superman strength. Cynthia Sexton giving it a 10. Me too. I'm right. I think it was great. Some of it, Cynthia, could be you haven't seen Walking Dead for 3 months, so there's some of that that buzz as well. Deadly Dimes giving it a 9.749. That's pretty high praise. Yeah, when Jerry got stuck and you think he's going to get bit, like I knew he wasn't going to get bit from the spoilers, but I still felt like he was going to get bit. Yeah, crazy stuff. Awesome. Disney Rock says, listen to this channel for 2 years, never chatted. Shy gal, love the chat. Yeah, she's shy, and I'm calling on her. Oops. Thank you so much. Well, look, welcome. I didn't mean to call you out in public, but you know what? You're chatting now, so thank you so much. Appreciate all of you guys being back. It's absolutely great. Absolutely great. Amy Bones Fair had total anxiety attack. Yeah, Carol's acting was good. I know everybody's a little pissed at her right now, and I am too. But how about, what do you guys think? Okay, from a 1 to a 10, not Carol, but how about Melissa McBride's acting tonight? Not whether you liked her or not. How did you guys, I thought Melissa McBride nailed it. She was incredible. The emotion, the revenge, one of the best acting performance that I've seen. Absolutely great. And if you hate Carol right now, that means she did a good job because you hate her. And everybody loves Carol. And you always love Carol. But, oh, man. Yeah, she did a really good job. I got to say, the Daryl moment was so good. Like, if you don't know why people like Daryl, and I know, look, there's years and years where he never said anything. It's just a lot of grunting, and people like Daryl anyway. But he had some lines tonight. And like I said, I'm not going to do a full recap. But my favorite Daryl line tonight, and probably one of my favorite lines he's ever said, was when he told Carol, if I only knew what you told me, I wouldn't know shit. She never told him he was claustrophobic. And I think that shows the depth of Daryl's. I agree. Ben 10 Man says, when Daryl cries, we all cry. Joe Fulford, I thought Jerry got his feet bitten. No, he was good. He was good. They were biting into his shoes. But when Daryl said that, Daryl kept the group together. And at the very end, we saw old Daryl again. I thought we saw Daryl trying to be a strong leader and going, and see if you agree with this. Maybe I'm off base with this, but it seemed like Daryl was being Rick Grimes in the cave. And at the very end, when he saw Connie was trapped in that cave, it was almost like, you guys go home. I'm going to find another way in. He went from being Rick Grimes in the cave to Daryl Dixon outside the cave. Like, I don't care if I've got to stand here for a week. I'm going to find a way to get her out. And I know, some of you gave me a little bit of flack when we were talking about Connie being in the cave, and some people said, look, it's Beth all over again. You know what? It might be Beth all over again. But you feel it, right? I mean, you feel it the same way that you felt when Beth died. Now it's like a race against time. Now, we don't know how long they have in that cave, but Daryl is going to be under pressure to get them out. And maybe he does. I still think there's a possibility. It feels a little different this time, whereas at first I thought Connie and Magnum may die in the cave. I think Connie's getting out. What do you guys think? Let's just throw it out there right now. It looks dire. It looks like they're in trouble. But I just have this feeling, and I know he's going to have a standoff, and there's going to be a fight with Alpha, and it's going to go down. Or I'm wrong, and Alpha is going to find a way to torture him. Let me give you part two. All right. All right. One side of me says he's going to find a way in. There's another side of me that says Alpha is going to be blocking it, and they're going to have this fight, and she's going to make him suffer by not letting him get to the next entrance. I can see it going down either way. I'm torn now. We got Amy Bones Ferrero. It's even worse than Beth because the Carol-Daryl dynamic, Connie might get out. Yeah, I almost talked myself out of it like while I was talking about it. Tammy Deadly Dives. I have faith in Daryl. He'll get her out and get his love story. But isn't that great writing? It's like when half of you think she's going to die and then the other half thinks like they're going to make it. Now I don't know. Now I just really don't know. But you know what? We're going to have a lot of fun over the next couple weeks really thinking about this cave. Like how there's so much good stuff that's going to go down. Is there another Pike scene? Is Alpha going to finally get a little bit more revenge? Is she going to get the upper hand before the group finds a way to fight back? Wow. So much going on. Big storylines. Gina Crockett. I sure hope so, not only for Connie and Daryl's future relationship, but for Carol and Daryl's friendship. Daryl was having none of it. He was having none of it. And I don't mean this in a bad way, because I know we're going to have thousands of people watching this. But when Daryl has these crying moments or these sad moments, I mean, he looks about like 40 years younger. He does such a good job of playing that role and kind of the shock and the surprise of a little kid. It's like, I don't know, it's just strange. He gets in that moment of like a pouting little kid that you can't do anything about. And he was, oh man, he was feeling it. So we got Jack Carr. I think there will be a payoff down the line that makes me raise my score in this episode, better appreciate. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is I see where you're going with that, Jack, but I don't know if this is like a build on an episode later. And maybe you're right. Maybe something happens in the cave, or they get out, or they don't get out, and it does allow it. But I'm just going with what I know. I thought the Dynamite was great. I thought the way they played Carol, even the fact she was struggling and claustrophobic, but she wanted to go back to end this horde and didn't think about the consequences. Yeah, the Dynamite. Justice. Carol will get caught. Daryl will have to choose between Connie and Carol. If she makes it. You know, at first, I'm telling you, at first I thought they're goners. And then I thought she might make it. And now I'm thinking, well, I don't want to go too far into it because we know that there are spoilers for the next couple weeks. There's like some ideas. But yeah, I can't get into too far of what I know happens. I know there's not a confirmation of whether they live or die. But there are some things that happen that can lead you, that can kind of push you toward a conclusion. But I don't want to touch on it too much because I know people will get in here and streams and troll and go ballistic. We got a few already. But moderators, do me a favor. Just keep a close eye on, make sure we're good with chat. I know everybody wants to have a good time, but you know, keep it respectable. We got a lot of people that want a good, honest, passionate conversation. So it's good to be back. It's good to have everybody here. If you guys don't know what the schedule is going to be like the rest of this week, we will break the scenes down. I'm going to call on a couple more things that I thought were cool reactions, though. Valar, thank you so much, Valar. Welcome back, 999 Army. The Negan giving up Gamma scene. Any change after you guys saw Negan voluntarily? Now, when you heard the spoilers or you heard the information, it was like Negan had to give up something to save face. You know what? I'm telling you, seeing it live, I don't know that Negan needed to curry any favor with Alpha. He just totally volunteered that information. And I know there's still people saying, look, he has to do it. He's got a bigger plan, and he's going to help the group out. I don't know. I think Negan right now is neutral. He's searching, and he has no incentive to build that rapport with Alpha. In fact, I would even argue if his MO is just to kill Alpha, why didn't he try to take her out hand-to-hand combat when she was at the latrine? We will talk about this during the week. We'll break this down. But the fact that he didn't attack her when he had the chance, the fact that he didn't fight back when he had the chance, when they were out there alone, and he could have at least fought for himself, it shows me, well, see, Walani says he sacrificed himself to get in deeper. But, see, Walani, I disagree. And I'll tell you why I disagree. Because when he had his back turned to Alpha, did he not look legitimately like he was begging for his life? Like he was telling his legacy and his story right at the end? So, he seemed content to accept whatever his fate was. And I don't know about you. How many of you would have fought back? If you have your back turned to Alpha and it's just you and Alpha, would everybody here turn around, at least try to attack her? At least try to go down swinging? I would. I mean, look, that's your final moments, right? So he was content to have his back turned, not knowing what to expect, and he was telling his story. I was somebody. I was recognized by name. I helped people. And then, oh, okay. Then it was like, okay, I don't need to go through this anymore. So that course of events leads me to believe, and I know some of you are saying he needed to get in deeper, and I know it's the joke, right? Pun, everything else. But he needs to kind of get her respect and all of those things. Well, if you believe that's the story, I'm probably not going to be able to kind of sway you away from that. But the way he acted at the latrine, the way he voluntarily gave Gamma up, he didn't fight back, he seemed like he was content to die. To me, that shows me that he is just going with the flow. And this is something we streamed a while ago. Whether you think that he's got a master plan and he's in with somebody, or whether you think that there's a bigger picture, I really think Negan is neutral. And the reason it's important for him to be neutral is because something is going to happen that is going to push him against Alpha. He's got to get in with them a little bit more, but Judith and Lydia are the key. Judith and Lydia are the key. We got a brand new member to the channel. Thank you so much. We got Andy317. What's up, Andy? Welcome to the 999 Army. And you guys are interested, there is a join button down there. Hit the green team. When you hit the green team, you get a whole lot of custom emojis. We're going to be here every night. Land of Lincoln says, I do too. Negan is for Negan. And we're not going to stream too late tonight because I want you guys to catch Talking Dead and get a little bit more information. But it does, look, I understand the writers have a challenge because we hated Negan and we like Negan. Now we don't know what to think. But isn't that all the more reason for him to be neutral right now, is to set up the next story? You hated him and then you like him, and I'm with you. But now you got to straddle that line and you don't know whether to hate him and you don't know whether to like him. Which means they can still sway us either way in the story. Now, to your point, Walani, do I think that Negan is going to eventually do the right thing? Absolutely. But do I think his mindset is that right now? And that's what's important. So let me ask the group right now. This might be a bad time. I'm going to open up a can of worms here. What is Negan's current state of mind? And don't tell me content, he needs a cigarette. I get that part. But what is Negan's current state of mind? Neutral, enemy, pro-Alexandria. And keep in mind, they pretty much had him locked up and ready to kill him. So he hit the road. So he doesn't have that incentive to be the superstar, to be the hero. Now, in 2 weeks, I'm going to ask the same question. And in 2 weeks, if something goes down, then it's okay to change from neutral to pro-Alexandria. But there's a couple things that, one, I think the Lydia story or how they treated Lydia is probably going to be uncovered. Judith is going to be in Alexandria, and Judith is going to be at risk, and that's going to set him off. You ain't messing with Judith. But is there, it's a bad question. Is there any chance he liked it? I know I'm going to get all the green faces now. Any chance he liked it, and maybe there's a little more incentive for him to be a long-term whisperer. I don't know. I don't know there's a way to approach this. A lot of people are saying no. So, if he liked it, and there's incentive for him to stick around, is there anything better for him in Alexandria? I mean, look, he has freedom. He has occasional pleasure. That's the exact opposite of what he had in Alexandria. Now, all joking aside, all kidding aside, if you had the choice between freedom and enjoyment, whatever your enjoyment may be, or confinement, imprisonment, persecution, ridicule, and possible death, which are you going to choose? They do not want him in Alexandria. Look when I tell you guys this. They don't want him there. He is an outcast. So as much as we want him to be gung-ho and pro-Alexandria and save the world, he doesn't fit in there. Which is going to be a tough decision for him later on if he has to kill Alpha, right? We want him there because we love him. They don't want him there. So that's a big stretch, everybody. Just something to think about over the next couple weeks. Do not be surprised as you start to see Negan's actions. But something major will go down. Hey, Riley, can you do me a favor and just, we're not about spoilers, so there's no sense in like spamming a teaser over and over again. There's a lot of people that know what you know. So we're here to talk about the reaction from the show. Not garner attention by saying, everybody, come on, hit me up. I got, what's going on next. It's readily available for people that want to find it. But 3/4 of our audience do not want spoilers. So we're just reacting to it, and we'd love to react to it without the constant spoiler threats that are out there. You guys are more than welcome to hang out, talk, chill with us, but let's just respect the people that don't want the spoilers. I don't mind them. I get them. I know them, but I'm not giving them to you because you don't want them right now. But on Thursday night, I'll give them to you, and that way people can pick and choose what they want to do. Hey, so with that being said, everybody, one more time, everybody here, do me a favor, hit the like button. I'm going to ask everybody, favorite moment from tonight's episode, and then we're going to wind the stream down, go catch Talking Dead, and tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, be here, because we're going to go scene by scene, break it down. We're going to start out in the cave. We're going to go back to the Whispers. We're going to go back to the cave. Every little thing they did, from jumping across the rocks, Kelly's sprained ankle, Jerry getting stuck, almost getting bit. We're going to break it down. But I just want to see kind of your final parting thoughts, Walking Dead reactions, and who's happy to be back talking about The Walking Dead. It's been a long 3 months. Thank you for everything that you guys do. You are phenomenal. If you're just checking in for the first time, hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell so you get notified every time we stream. We're going to be streaming every night this week. I will be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow to talk about it. A shout out to my Patreon army. Thank you so much. Shout out to the PDL sponsors. That's our own role-playing game. If you guys don't know what it's about, check us out. We'll do some PvP tomorrow night. And how about that green team? Everybody's green team. Hit those emojis and give me some moderator emojis, because our moderators are working overtime and triple time all week long. So shout out to Amy Bones Ferrero, Julia Muse, Kel, Ben the Tin Man, and Tommy the Tank. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. And the biggest shout out I want right now is for everybody in this army. Everybody here, do me a favor. I need a 999, and I've got 2 minutes to shout out as many names as I possibly can. If you guys are a member of this channel, if you're part of the army, I want to say what's up to Brandy Post, also to Straight Edge, Andrea McSherry, Debbie R., D. Grimes, Julia Muse, Football Master, Holly Pierce, Ace Man, Dustin Little, Tammy Hill, Hippo in the house. Oh, man, look at those names. Rick Grimes, Julie J., thank you so much. Walani, Joe Fulver, Rebecca Mendez, Anna Demo, Bryn Gilligan, great to see you again. Jerry Atchison, Sensational, Troy H. is back. Lewis Jones, Wicked Creations, thank you so much for being here. There's a name in Farsi. I can't pronounce it, but thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Grayland28, good to see you again. Joyce Andrews, Najee Watts. So if you guys don't know the 999 Army, that's the Army right there. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. Storm3851, Disney Rocks, no longer Shy Girl. Thank you so much, Disney Rocks. Joel Rock, good to see you. June Smith, great to see you. Darkstar999, Tammy Hill, Marcia Cooper, Pebbles Howell, J Law the Wall, Christine Meek. Thank you. Good to see you again, Christine. Thank you for being here tonight. Jan Stepp, always a pleasure. So that's my crew right there, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk a little bit of recap, and then catch us Wednesday night for sure for our bold predictions before we get to next week. I'll see you all. Enjoy Talking Dead. Peace.